Picked up. Good show, John. Dr. John Deloney, James Childs, Kelly in the booth. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. Have a friend or family member that needs a daily dose of Ramsey advice in their life? Let them know about the Ramsey Call of the Day podcast. It's a quick hit of advice about life and money in under 10 minutes. Check out the Ramsey Call of the Day podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.
Alrighty, that was the Ramsey show ending. Hello? There's sound ops. I just didn't say anything. You should have heard the, What up, CP? How you been? I've been promoting you, dog. Is there sound ops? Yeah, I just wasn't talking. Alrighty, let's see. Did that. And the donation link. As usual, we're just waiting. Episode 144 today. And we're just waiting for a couple more people to get in the chat, if possible. CP been good, just really busy. Yeah, I've been promoting you when I remember to. I've always been saying it when I talk about my banner. Yeah, Matty Bags, you might not want to do that in the car. You might want to wait till you're home. Sit down, perhaps. I don't need the glasses. I guess I should say something. What was I going to talk about? What else? What up, Mandy? I think everybody's pretty good, CP. Alrighty, let's get started here. Everybody ready to sing? Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Intense. Name's Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. Oops, messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this after show. You don't like results getting now. You should do the baby steps. Really? You want to have financial peace? You should do the baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go, let's gazelle and invest. All right, let's see. Why did that go down? Filters. I've got the gain all the way up. Test, test, test. 1 moment. Okay, that's going to be way too loud. I'm whispering. Test, 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 test. Okay. You guys got me now? Okay. All right, I switched to the webcam microphone. I think the problem is the USB plug. I'll have to switch to microphones at home and work and see if one of them is bad or if it's just the USB on this computer here. So where were we? Oh, let's take it from the top. Why not? Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses, big gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go, let's gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. The 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take us home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, also Ramsey Preferred financial coach. And you can schedule a free consultation assessment by emailing, by going to ramseycoach.com/CoachSteveMoney. Link is at the top of the chat. And if you have anything you want to talk to me about, you can email me at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Anything about financial coaching, about scheduling, about anything on my YouTube channel, tech support, video gaming, anything. Be more than happy to talk to you. You can also reach me on Instagram and Twitter at Coach Steve Money on no spaces. Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Add me on the ground. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. All right, and back to the chat. So again, sorry about the mic problems. I think it might be a USB issue on this computer. Hopefully not the microphone messing up. Thanks for all the IOs. Sid, why do you wanna? Yeah, sorry about it being way loud. Because it was way loud as soon as I switched it to the other. Because I had the gain turned up so far. To compensate, I guess, for the problem on the other one, the other mic. Sid, why do you wish you could undo all the 3B stuff you've done this week? 3B. And why do you wish you could undo that? Today's Ramsey Show host on a replay while the hosts are in Florida for Entree Leadership were Dave Ramsey, author of The Total Money Makeover, which is right there. And as you can see, the $10 sale is back, and that normally goes right up to Christmas. And you can take advantage. Orders $40 plus, get free shipping. And all these books, including, look, right there is Debt Free Degree from our pal AO. We're keeping it locked, as always. And co-hosting with Dave Ramsey. Crud. Not very smooth. It's supposed to be smoother than that. Is this guy. Friend of the After Show, author of Redefining Anxiety, Mr. John Deloney. see if I remember how to sing this. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see, but his parents named him John Deloney. Ooh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me. Plus, he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop. Give advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. Ooh, he takes a call and then he twirls his pen and he saves the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you're going through, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop. Gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Ooh, I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and hellness has to face, they didn't place, but they probably still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, could I sing that in a lower octave? Yes. Do I want to? No, I don't. But we have a breaking news, as far as I can tell, on the Aftershow show. So I go to John Deloney's personality page and look what's up at the top. Reconnect with the people who matter most. These conversation starters will help you get to know each other better. No phones necessary. New questions for humans conversation cards. Connect with other humans without phones. Parents and Kids Edition, Friends Edition, down, and Couples Edition. It's the Questions for Humans conversation cards, and that's $14.99, and that is by Dr. John Deloney. I don't know if these are new and just weren't on his page before. I mean, are old and just weren't on his page before, or if they are brand new. What up, Flash? Flash would know. Are the Questions for Humans new, Flash? And I gotta wait because there's a delay. Oh no, those are they're brand new. Okay, did he announce them on his show at all? Or is it an after show exclusive? Just came out 2 days ago. All right, so there you go. And I haven't looked at his personality page because he hasn't been hosting, and so that's also why I haven't sung the John Deloney song. If you're interested in that kind of thing, you can go down to the music playlist on it and on my YouTube channel, and it's got the Baby Steps song. Probably not as good a version of it as I normally sing it. Today's was screwed up because of the microphone issue. But I've learned to sing it much better. And the John Deloney song, temporary lyric video. And of course, me reacting to John Deloney's reaction to the John Deloney song is on there. It came out 2 days ago everywhere, according to Flash. Market report. Well, Dow Jones tried to be even, or even maybe be up just a little bit, but it's down just a little bit. Down $33.35 out of 36,124.23. But we do have new records for the S&P 500. Trying to bounce up to that 5,000 mark, as one investor predicted by, or one analyst rather, predicted by New Year's. I mean, I guess it could happen. That's still a bunch to get up today to get to that. The NASDAQ at one point was up almost 1%. It was at 0.98% at one point today, but they both the S&P and the NASDAQ fell back. Well, they made me a liar. Maybe it didn't. Looks like it didn't. Looks like it went down and came almost back up to right there. But I think this was the high point. 962 right there. Yeah, 962. 50,962 right there, 249 p.m. So, and that would have been at 98 when it was at 98%, up from 0.98%. My goodness, 98%, that would be a lot. And S&P 500, that jumped way up right at the end there. In the last 2 minutes, went from 4674 to 4680. Right in the last couple minutes there, or less than 2 minutes, yeah. Alrighty. Let's see what else we have here. Let's check around the globe. We have Europe up on everything. Let's see, nothing too crazy. About 0.5% on whatever Stocks 50 is, and the something the same as Stock Exchange 100 is probably what this index is. Let's see, Asia, everywhere up in Asia. So maybe that's great news for tomorrow for us. And the US dollar is up on the euro. The Japanese yen is up on the US dollar. The US dollar is up on the British pound. US dollar is up on the Canadian dollar, and the US dollar is up on the Australian dollar, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Our pals in crypto went bye-bye. Oh, and they changed the things. They were the Bitcoin Cash isn't on here anymore, and 3 things are new. They did have Bitcoin in it, but they had other things up here. And now there's Ethereum and Cardano and Ripple and Dogecoin. I assume that these are just other types of crypto rather than a marketplace. I think Bitcoin Cash may be a marketplace. So forth. Spring recalls a time when Dad came home and handed her a Lowe's card. Eyebrows shut up in her hairline. What do I want that for? I called Lowe's and had them close it at once. All right. That's from Barron. Stock S&P 500 notches another record close, and now all eyes are on the jobs report. And when's that coming out? Oh, we can't see it, can we? Oh, yes, we can. This time it will let us. Jobs report is... Fed said it will taper or reduce its monthly bond buying by $15 billion this month. And tapering should completely end by June. Largely in line with market expectations, so that's why they didn't freak out. And they said they can adjust it if they need to based on changes in the economy and financial market. Let's see. When's the jobs report? On Thursday, initial jobless claims beat expectations, coming in at a pandemic era low. We're in a pandemic era now. The pandemic era low of 269,000, better than the estimated 275,000, and below last week's result of 283,000. That's a good sign for the job market, but the real test will come Friday when the Bureau of Labor Statistics publishes its monthly payrolls report. Economists expect the U.S. economy to have added 450,000 jobs in the month of October, above September's results of 194,000, and that is significant. And hopefully they've done that. Get to work. A lot of open jobs out there. Get to work. Make that money. Make those bags. Later, Sid. This from Market Watch. NASDAQ rallies toward longest win streak in 2 years despite negative market breadth. We can't read this, of course, because I have just wanted the headline there. Because I've reached my article limit of 2 or however many they let you have a month. It's only the 4th that I'm already done. I haven't even been reading much of those. In political news, this is from CNBC. The Democrats put 401k and IRA restrictions for the rich back into their Build Back Better plan. And I was just on here the other day, I think 2 days ago, talking about how the White House took it out of it. But Democrats, key points. An updated version of the Democrats' Build Back Better plan issued Wednesday has new rules for retirement plans for the wealthy. The measures were proposed by House Democrats in September, but the White House had removed them from a $1.75 trillion framework last week. The proposal would create required minimum distributions for retired accounts of more than $10 million, eliminate backdoor Roth loopholes, and prohibit new contributions to large accounts. All right, and so let's see what the deal is with that. Like why they would have done that. Some of the earlier retirement proposals didn't reappear in the new iteration, however. For example, the disallowing of IRA investments like private equity that require owners to be so-called accredited investors, a status tied to wealth and other factors. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, backdoor Roth, all the backdoor Roth would be gone. All right, so yeah, they put it back in there. I don't know if it's because I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It was a day after they lost Virginia to a Republican governor, and New Jersey was close. I don't know who won that. New Jersey governor results. Still too close to call? New Jersey Senate president? Nearly reelected. Okay, so he was reelected, but it was really close in Jersey. And that's significant. But they put those back in there. And of course, that's a long way from being law. Because so even some Democrats do not like that. So, yeah, I found it eventually, Robert. Thank you. Alrighty, this from Kotaku.com. Report: hackers laundered $10 million on Twitch. They allegedly stole credit cards, then made bit donations on Twitch. After an investigation into last month's leaked data, has been alleged that a group of hackers laundered almost $10 million in illegally obtained funds by making a ton of tiny donations to Twitch streamers. As those two institutions report, data related to the Turkish market revealed some funny stuff going on. Some funny stuff going on around here, with large donations being made in tiny amounts. Through the platform's cheering currency bits, the alleged hackers made relatively small donations to small-time streamers. Let's see, this has been suspected privately for a few weeks after irregularities in the streamer's incomes were noticed. However, the effort came to public prominence when Turkish streamer Grimnax shared some Discord screenshots, reportedly showing the hackers reaching out to him and asking me if he'd like to take part in their scam. Oh, interesting. So I wonder how does that? I wonder if they give some to a streamer and then the streamer would give them back the money somehow, or some of it. They would probably keep some of it for going along with it. And this from Fox Business. 5 signs you're really ready to retire. All right, let's pause that. Are you counting the days until you can hand in your notice and leave the working world for good? Before you give up a paycheck, it's best to make certain you can really support yourself without income from an employer. While it can be hard to make that assessment, watch for these 5 signs that suggest it's the right time for you to retire. You have plenty of money saved. There you go. You know your withdrawal rate. You can't afford to withdraw too much from your retirement accounts too soon, or you risk those accounts running dry while you're still dependent on them. So before retiring, decide on a safe withdrawal rate. Experts traditionally recommend the 4% rule, which stipulates you can withdraw 4% of your balance in year 1 and adjust upward based on inflation each year without risking running short. Lower projected future returns and longer life expectancies have made this rule outdated, though, so choosing a different percentage or another approach may be best. Once you know your withdrawal rate, you can see exactly how much income your investments will provide and make sure it's sufficient. You have a Social Security claiming strategy. You can claim benefits as soon as age 62, but you don't necessarily want to file them so young. You get more money the longer you wait. You've made a budget. Absolutely recommended in all facets of life here, and you do that forever. No matter how many millions you have, you still make a budget every month. You understand the tax rules. Finally, you need to know how you'll be taxed as a retiree so you can see how much income will be left over and whether relocating may be worth it. So some states have more favorable tax rules for seniors than others. So research what local taxes and federal taxes you'll be responsible for. Then make a choice about where you'll spend your later years and see if you'll have enough after-tax income to fund your retirement. Alrighty. Mandy's out. See ya. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it muchly. This from Jalopnik. And this is, I think, the second or third story I've gotten from them. I guess they do car stuff. Toyota took the chip shortage in stride and made billions. The automaker said Thursday it had quarterly profits of $6.7 billion. That's pretty good for a quarter, I think. Toyota again made lots of money. Tesla and Hertz are negotiating, and Aston Martin, all that and more. Oh, and the more. Oh, that's the things that they're talking about. And so we're only going to talk about this one part here. The Tesla and Hertz thing they're negotiating on. They apparently don't have an agreement signed. Hertz, as far as getting Teslas for rental cars, but Hertz had said that some Teslas were already being delivered to them. So don't know exactly what's going on there, but I assume they'll work it out. I believe that Tesla again finished up today. Let's see. I didn't check these. Tesla, yeah, was up over 1% today. Again, Amazon, the biggest mover here on the most followed list at 2.75%. And Apple, the only one down at 0.35%. All right, back to the story. In terms of profit, at least, if not production. Oh, the gear chip shortage barely phased Toyota. The world's biggest automaker said Thursday that it had operating profits of $6.7 billion in the second quarter of its fiscal year, which ends in March. That is up from $4.5 billion in the same July, August, September timeframe last year. By almost every metric, Toyota cleaned up, according to Automotive News. In announcing its financial results on Thursday, Japan's biggest automaker said net income advanced 33% to 626.6 billion yen, which is 5.61 billion American dollars in the July to September quarter. That marked a record high for the company's fiscal quarter. And what's interesting about that is they had lower output. They had lower cars made during that time. But let's see what they did. They began slowing output due to supply chain issues. And the CFO credited cost control, better inventory management, and improved pricing power for the resilient results, even as Toyota cut back on production. Tight supply of vehicles and high demand, for example, enabled Toyota to curb incentives and slash marketing expenses. So yeah, you don't need to, if there's a small supply of something, you don't need to advertise it. Toyota was also lifted by favorable foreign currency exchange rates, which boosted the value of its dollar-dominated earnings when converted back into Japanese yen. Interesting. Production volume declined globally, but our suppliers, plants, and dealers made great efforts to supply as many cars as possible. However, in comparison to the past level, although there is some risk of a production decrease, it is going to recover quite a bit. And, if you can sell less stuff and make more money, that's awesome. And this from Yahoo Finance. Legendary investor Jeremy Grantham says U.S. stocks are in a magnificent bubble, even crazier than 1929. Here are 3 of his safe haven selections. Sorry for that. Don't want to get Vegas throat. Okay, so this guy is a pioneer of index fund investing. And so, but these are single stocks, and of course we don't recommend single stocks, but that's what's in mutual funds. So we do talk about them on the Ramsey Show After Show here. United Health is one of them, and their dividend payout currently $1.45 per share, and the performance of its shares, which are almost 30%, up 30% this year, make the company an attractive buy right now. But the insurance and healthcare leader is well positioned to weather any long-term financial tumult as well. Regardless of what happens to the economy, Americans are still going to need healthcare, and millions of them are already United Health customers. It's a diversified company. In addition to a thriving insurance business, it also provides software and information technology to a number of clinics and hospitals. As the medical tech space continues to grow, so should their profits. U.S. Bancorp. They is the parent company, U.S. Bank, one of the country's largest banking institutions. Betting on bank stock might seem counterintuitive when a stock market correction is expected to hammer investors' finances. But banks tend to do well in rising interest rates environments. As the rates increase, the profit margin or spread earned by banks widens. Rather than turning itself into a casino through the kinds of risky derivative plays that tanked some of its competitors in 2007 to 2008,
U.S. Bancorp has instead been focusing on innovating and providing digital service for its customers. The increased efficiency and lower operating costs that result should be music to investors' ears. Since the beginning of 2021, U.S. Bancorp stock has risen by almost 32%. Of course, if you're on the fence about jumping in at the current level, some apps might give you a free share of U.S. Bancorp just for signing up. And a lot of other stocks and mutual funds have also risen by 32% in the since the beginning of 2021. But anyway, this guy, we're talking about the stocks that this guy likes. Of course, Coca-Cola. Of course, that Coke right there. Big fan of it. There may no longer be any actual Coke in Coke, but the company's shares are still pretty addictive, as is the drink. Despite the push for more healthy food and beverage consumption, Coca-Cola's dominance of the soft drink market remains unmatched, but the company offers extend far beyond liquid sugar. The Coke also sells popular bottled water brands, Dasani and Smart Water, big name juices like Minute Maid and Simply, and international coffee products Costa and Georgia. What makes Coca-Cola an interesting defensive play is the company's consistent, impressive profit margin. Everybody, you'll always be thirsty, no matter what else happens, which has levered 23.6% over the last decade. That's largely the result of Coke's ability to tinker with portion sizes and prices and having the capital to invest in greater productivity. A faltering stock market shouldn't change any of those dynamics. This year, Coke's quarterly dividend payout hit 42 cents, almost double what it was in 2011, and that was 10 years ago. Says don't forget about inflation. Which hit a 13-year high in September. Can also make short work of your returns. Oh, let's see. Fine art. New platform allows you to purchase shares of modern masterpieces by artists like Andy Warhol, Banksy, and even Claude Monet without breaking the bank. All right. That's like a bonus one, I guess, because it said 3 in the title here. 3 of his safe haven selections. The other one's just like a bonus, I guess. Alrighty. Back to the chat. Nothing in the chat. All right. So once again, I am Coach Steve Money, and I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. Also, Ramsey Preferred Financial Coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment with me at the link at the top of the chat. It's also right here on my YouTube banner. All my logos created by Christopher Pittman, and you can get him at Designed by Pittman. I will type that into the chat. Designed by Pittman, past tense designed by Pittman, Pittman at gmail.com. And so that's in the chat there. And he does hats and shirts and whatever else you need as well. Also, as I said, he designed these logos and appreciated very muchly. You can also email me if you have any questions about anything on my channel or about financial coaching. If you have a question you'd like to ask on the show but cannot get into the chat when I'm live, you can send it through via email, and that is, where is it? Right there. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. And love to talk to you about anything. Donations, you can click on that P right there, or it's right here. It's PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money, and that link is at the top of the YouTube chat as well, and the Twitch chat. And this is the Instagram link right here, and that is Coach Steve Money, no spaces in there. for that. Upcoming streams we have tomorrow, even though it almost certainly will be another replay of the Ramsey show. The Aftershow show will be live, and that's at 6 p.m. weekdays Eastern time, and that's Monday through Friday, even when the Ramsey show is a repeat. As far as upcoming streams, we have Old Man Video Gaming, and that is on Saturdays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm currently playing Lost in Random and PC Building Simulator. I'm a PC tech, do computer repair, have for over 2 decades. And it's a fun game. It's kind of like work sometimes, but it's still fun. Among the Sleep, I finished that. What's the other game I'm playing? Dark, which you could have gotten free, but it ended this morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and now there's another game on Epic, one that I wasn't that interested in on epicgames.com. What else? On Sunday nights, that's the best chance for father-daughter video gaming, and my daughter Bella and I have played. We did 13 streams of It Takes Two, and that was a full playthrough of that. And we recently started Trine. We've done 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember. Trine is an older game, but it's still fun. We enjoy it. And so that's Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern time, if she has time to do it. She is a busy girl. Mondays is alternating Ramsey Coach and tech support. So it's like Ramsey Coach support and tech support, and on both of those I look at the affiliated subreddit on Reddit. I either look at reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey or /tech support. And on the tech support, people ask about things that are problems they're having with their electronics. And on Dave Ramsey, which is run not by Ramsey Solutions, but by fans, people can go negative if they so choose so, but they do ask that people remain civil. Try to stay away from the negative stuff, but people ask questions. There's a lot of what would Dave do on there. And there's a lot of people talking about their goals and their accomplishments, their milestones and such. And so I will comment on that stuff as well. As far as the tech support, stuff wrong with people's electronics, I say what could have caused to happen, what possibly could have caused it to happen, and what they can do to troubleshoot it, and what they can do to perhaps fix it. And let's see, is that all? I did a weird, at the last minute, I did a weird thing. The Curse of Oak Island, Season 9 debuted Tuesday night. And I did a live chat-along for 3 hours because there was a 2-hour premiere. But before that, there was an hour, like, recap preview show, kind of. And so I did a chat-along of that. And got a few people in there, 31 views. Since it was either live or since it was posted. And I didn't talk at all during it because I was watching the show, but I would type in information on what they were talking about at that particular time on there. And there were a few people that came in there. They didn't see OBS. They didn't talk that much in the chat, but there were a few people chatting in there. But I think is that all my shows that I'm doing? That's a lot of shows. What did I say? It said the Monday one. Tuesdays is nothing. Used to be board gaming with Stephen Glenn, and hopefully we can get that up and going again sometime. Wednesdays and Saturdays, of course, Old Man Video Gaming, where I play single player games. Nothing Thursdays, so nothing tonight. Anything Fridays? No. Nope. So that is all of them. I got all of them. Okay. I should make a schedule and put it on here so it just be a schedule. That's absolutely what I should do. All right. Well, I guess that'll be about it for today. Thank you for joining. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I do any type of stream. And as always, make smart financial decisions every day. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.